family. I am Infinite Elevation, consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on the planet abundantly. Because we real G's know elevation is the way to grow exponentially, abundantly. Can you feel me? Now let's get into this. Now today, let's talk about why being highly sensitive, what it means to be highly sensitive, and why it is a gift. Now, this is something that I had to embrace along my journey, and it took a while for me to really embrace it because I didn't trust myself. I didn't, I always doubted what came up within me, and it took me a while to recognize this super sensitivity that we highly awakened and aware souls know all too well and good, and at one point in our lives doubted that which was being shown to us in reality. And like I always say in my videos here, it took a while to trust that because even when back then when I doubted my sensitivity, what would have happened was that the thing that would have said to me, don't do this, don't go there, don't do that, would eventually happen in front of me, and then I would say things like, I knew that was going to happen, but didn't listen to myself, and, and had to come to terms with embracing my super sensitivity, because when I didn't listen to that aspect of myself, I would get in trouble, and troubles that would have me beaten on myself because I didn't listen to myself. And I used to always think for a while that it was hi Samuel, thank you very much. I used to always think for a while that being super sensitive was a curse now, because the end results would have shown me that what happened or what was going on inside of me would have show up, and then I will just kind of, throw myself at the waistline die because I didn't listen to myself. And I can tell you now that I have embraced it and embodied all aspects of myself, the shadow, the good, the in between. I have embodied all aspects of my sensitivity, which means that all my clairs are fully working. Oh, thank you for the compliment, Samuel. What I'm already married to someone very intrinsic as myself. But thank you for the compliment, my dear. And it is true, my super sensitivity, I was able to tap into all of my senses. Well, if you know about Ascension, you know that we women, we don't cheat on our men. We actually embrace them in their full beauty now. So we don't cheat on our men. It is not a lifestyle that we condone, you know. And nevertheless, super sensitivity got me in my clears all the time. You know, I can feel what somebody is feeling. I can read their minds. I can read into documents. I can do a lot of things. I can hear what somebody is not saying. I can do a lot of things with my senses. And some might say, well, isn't that kind of any knowing of aspects of others? Yes, it is. And it is to be with a woman or a man who is super sensitive. You got to always come correct with them because, you know, they will come correct with you all the time, you know. And if you're not in your high vibrational states to deal with authenticity, then you can have problems, you know, especially if somebody is super sensitive. Grand Rising, Karen. Exactly. Faithfulness is the vibe. Plus, it strengthens your spiritual side. Of course, Karen. You know, and you always have to come correct. Even if it is something that may get a friend or partner or somebody upset, come correct because as a super sensitive being, we aim to agree to disagree and agree again on something and keep our word with in agreement because the truth was spoken, you know, and not have to feel into somebody's energy to see if they're lying or they're cheating or they're doing otherwise than what is actually projecting from them. Grand Rising too, darling. And it is because of this, we embrace the gift of super sensitivity, you know. And I can speak for myself. I am sensitive not just with the external reality, but my internal GPS, which is my first space that I reach for anything else before I feel or negotiate anything in the external reality. Hi, Karen, again. I'm going to read your message out. You just got a subscriber because of what you said. Thank you, gratitude. And it basically, yes, you know, I am glad that I get subscribers, but I love when my subscribers are in alignment with me, you know, and they share themselves with me too. So I'm happy for that. It's not basically for me to be subscribed to, but you know, it's just showing myself and showing myself that there are other reflections of myself like me and you. So I know deeply that what I'm saying here resonates with you because you live in these states, you live in your virtues, you live in your standards, you live in your integrity, you live in these states that makes you super sensitive, you know, and you hold a lot of boundaries with it too, like I do. And like I was saying, I am super sensitive in my physical body, my mind, and my and the spiritual aspects of myself, which means that I am always taken from within to manifest, to be holistic wealthy, to be in a relationship. I'm always taken from my spirituality or my spiritual, my higher self to navigate reality sensibly. Because as we can see, we're living in a world that is insensible to human emotions and all these beautiful things that we are, you know, and most of some try to tear down that, because that exposes the truth of who others are, and they generally can't deal with that. So what they do is just try to take that sensitivity and bring it to, or make it seem weak now, when it's actually a gift, telling us this is not good for us. You know, this space is not good for us. These people are not good for us. You know, and to protect our energy at all times sensibly. Then you will belong to a tribe. You eventually find your kind. Yes, Karen, I agree with that 1000%, darling. You know, and it is because, yeah, you find your tribe. Because you remember, we're on a timeline right now where we have had enough as empaths, as highly sensitive beings experiencing life, and have been ones continuously trying to shape others' life to really, really define the truth of who they are, and be getting whacked because of our sensitivity. And now that we have awakened to that, and knowing that that is an ultimate superpower to have while living in reality, especially amongst people who are numb, you know, and project negativity onto us to steal our energy. And yes, I am an empath as well. This is a moment. I know I recognize my tribe too, you know, because you sound like me, you know, you your vocabulary is similar to mine. So I can recognize off the bat who is an empath or not, you know. Simply by asking questions, I can tell, you know, or by just you typing in and saying what you're saying there alone, you know, can mean a world to me now, because I don't have to, how to say this? I don't have to coax a conversation from you. You will automatically know this because it's going on inside of you. It is who you are now. You know, you can feel it, you can resonate with it, you can understand it deeply. Why you're so sensitive, and the beauty in that now. And this is for this we embrace that sensitivity in navigating reality. We get to know who can live with us, who can be with us, who can be around us, and you know, what is true to us and what is not true to us now, you know. And it is because I embrace this beauty that all of us who are awake and aware of the illusions that were projected onto us, and try to cause us to lose our sensitive nature, you know, as the earth is within us now. You know, I gotta tell people, my sensitivity is so off the chart right now. It's like, I can feel when an earthquake is coming, I can feel when a hurricane is coming, I can feel when there's a storm about to brew, when the rain is about to fall. I can feel a lot of things, you know, because I am in tune with my sensitivity. And a part of that has to do with me grounding all the time on outdoors in nature. and putting my body in alignment with the truth of who I am now. And that's why I always tell people, it's good to ground outdoors because nature takes the positive ions and balances all the negativity and brings you neutral to live in reality with yourself now. So basically, I am like the animals, like the batjacks, the birds, the bees, the snakes, the frogs, everything. I know when something is coming before it even happens and all, you know. And it is because I am continuously living in my sensitive nature. I have deep insights through meditation. So I can see a lot of things before it happen. I mean, it happened exactly as I see it within, but it would give me a indication as to this is the possibility that will play off. Sorry about that. And it is being super sensitive that I can now, how to say, now be in spaces where my energy is protected because I'm in my energy field all the time, listening to myself intuitively, and I just want to encourage people because, don't ever doubt what it is your body is telling you. Don't ever doubt what it is your intuition is telling you about the external. Yes, darling. I like you, Karen. And don't ever doubt what it is going on around you. You can feel it. Look, that phone call that just come in there, I knew it would come. And because I am on my life here, I will not answer it until I come off, but because I knew, like 5 minutes ago, I knew that call was going to come, So it is a freaking superpower to have, and the thing is, having this power, you definitely have one upon everyone who try to manipulate you, gaslight you, fool you, try to do all kind of stupidness, and you just sit down and you watch. I'm like, bro, I can feel you. I know what it is you're doing, and change the trajectory to suit you. Karen, I used to be weighed down by it because I didn't understand and felt out of place because of it. Of course, I know that. I know you can feel like that and that was what it's caused us to people please or sometimes go against ourselves now because we would be, because everyone doesn't have that same way of using the senses now, we would feel that because they're not like that, we feel that we had to give up ourselves because it's not happening like that within us now, well, when it is actually our biggest safeguard for our life. Yeah. Well, I have been that, done that. Get out of you, get a t-shirt and forget. I don't let anybody in my space just so. I felt that it was my duty to do just that thing. Yeah, you got to. You have to protect your energy because you see, if you go against your senses, what you actually do is setting up yourself for traumatic events, negativity, the people pleasing, going out of your way and all these different things. And I use my sensitivity very smart these days, Before I used to blow up when people tell me stuff because I know it wasn't the truth. And they will act very calm because knowing that what I was saying to them was the truth, you know. They would act very calm and then cause me to blow up. And now, I found a different way to express myself so that others know that I know about them now, you know. I can use an example like this from yesterday. I met a gentleman while I was out sitting out in nature, and, you know, he wanted me to entertain his energy, and I just simply, you know, use the term, people have a way of, people have a way they can't be by themselves, and, you know, it's like indirectly tell him who he is, and he got a message. He got a message. It's like you're giving them this message now for them to look at themselves now. Some might run away and some might say to themselves, yeah, she really truly right about that. And let me just, you know, stay by myself and get to know myself a little better. So I use my sensitivity indirectly rather than to react. I give a response that allows others to check on themselves rather than try to use my energy. So I just wanted to come on here today. I'm not gonna be here long today because my phone has not charged fully overnight, and it is now giving me a warning that it is 15%. I know these things really are not, how to say, good working tools when they should be, but you know, from time and time again, they give these kind of problems where I needed the most to channel this beautiful energy and the truth authentically, you know. But I will say this to you today, beautiful souls. Use the sensitivity. It is a beautiful, 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 magnificent gift to have. Sensibly living reality in every conscious state for our life. Because that now will be reflected back to our life. We are magnet of attractions because of this, you know, and the universe loves that we are tapped in fully. It gives us all that we need for ourselves and not ever causing trauma and lower vibrations interfere with our frequencies and vibrations. You're most welcome, Karen. Namaste, namaste, Karen, namaste. Yes, and you know, embrace it and love it and be open with it unapologetically, because this is how we co-create our reality, through manifestations, through love, through holistic living, through our wealth, through everything that is human about ourselves. Living in a world beautiful unto ourselves sensibly. I am infinite elevation, consciously keeping high vibrational love frequencies alive on the planet abundantly. Because we real G's know elevation is the way to grow exponentially, abundantly. Because we are highly sensitive being navigating reality with the ultimate superpower and gift in life now and for all eternity. Do have a beautiful, spectacular, awesome, magical, wonderful, amazing day just as you are. Filled with beautiful senses that navigate your life in the truth of who you are, to show up as blessings, breakthroughs, and miracles for your life in every way. Authentically, sensitively, the beauty and truth of who we are. I love all of you. High vibrational 5D New Earth Star. Have a beautiful day now. And Karen, was really awesome to meet her. Another beautiful soul as myself. Please join me tomorrow with another live. And feel free to comment in the comment section. I do respond and I read every comment that comes to me. Have a beautiful day again. Once again, I love all of you. Namaste.